Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to another episode of RGS Adventures. Today we are at the Ickesburg Fall Fest. This year in 2023, they're featuring Alice Chalmers. There's some of them to start, but we will get back to them in a second. We're going to start on the oddball row. There's three. There's a good 100 tractors here. A couple John Deere's, Farmall. Obviously, you've seen my four John Deere's, Farmalls. Some old Farmalls, Mini Oliver. He's out driving the Mini 21, but we'll get back to that here in a minute. I'm rambling because I've been here. You will see that it's raining, or it has rained. Today is Saturday. Yesterday was Friday, the first day of the show, and it was nice. This is the Super Oliver 88 Diesel Mini. Guy does great work. Ford, that's pretty nice. Looks pretty good. More Oliver, or another Oliver. Oh, I gotta come back here and look at this guy's idea. I might have to copy this. So it's a double pin system. Okay. Flagpole holder. I like that idea. I might have to manufacture that. Minneapolis. Gotta love that yellow. Another pony. Pony. 2404 International. My camper. I'd tell you the names of some of these, but it has rushed off. And I'm not going to bore you guys with a half hour of walking down and researching and telling you each name of tractor. Here's the Alice collection. Here's a row of the D series. Tire list. There's more Alice. That is the Mid-Atlantic tarp. Mid-Atlantic Alice Chalmers Club tarp. Looks very nice over here. We brought, some of the members brought some of their tractors. You can see the green ones over here. There's a showroom up there. You will see later today that there's a video that we did on the history of Alice Chalmers. An avid Alice Chalmers collector did a nice video on it, and I will show you that here momentarily. Well, I shouldn't say momentarily. I'm going to create another video because it's about 45 minutes long, so it will be a different video, but it'll be posted. So we have a D10. They're featuring Ds this year, the D series. D10, D12, D14, D15, D17. I think this might be another 17. Yes, I think that's another 17. The D19, that's a big pretty boy. And a D21. Oh, there's the Mini D. And the Mini D21. That gentleman custom built it. Great job. There's some more. Again, like I said, there's a showroom. Obviously, down there, some craft shows, some flea shows, some good food. Brian's trying to rock crusher. So, sir, do you think you can handle this part of the rock crushing? Okay. You think it's pretty easy work? Okay. That big rock's making it work. I move out of the way, it's a little dusty. Old irons clubs are working too. Oh, we're gonna mill some blacktop. Nom 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 nom. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 1952 Alice Chalmers CA. So here's the entrance of the little museum they did. We're going to do a speech here in a few minutes. Most of this stuff is courtesy of Mark Straught. He's going to do a presentation of the history of the Alice Chalmers and Gleaner. Another sign there. Some mowers, rototiller, snow blower. All right, now I gotta go grab a seat. Till the speech. Oh yeah. 2024 Ickesburg Fall Fest will be October 4th and 5th. Again, it's a Friday and Saturday. They are featuring Farmall International and Simplicity Garden Tractors. Hope to see you all there and enjoy everything that Ickesburg Fall Fest has to offer. It's time to load up, head home, and get ready for the plow days tomorrow, or parade tomorrow. Later. Now I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the new video that I'm going to do of the tractor parade for Saturday. I did split it up just in case you didn't want to watch my vlog of the show. You can just watch the parade. Also, I'm going to give you a little snippet of the history of the Alice Chalmers done by Mark, just so you guys can see the upcoming videos that I plan to do here within the next couple of days. All right. Please enjoy. Comment, like, subscribe, share.
1953 was the very first year for that WD-45. And then we have Mike Roberto on his 1957 WD-45 with factory power steering. Oh, I'm telling you what, isn't that sweet? Isn't that sweet? There's some of the greatest power steering ever put on a tractor. Thank you for spending the weekend with us. Next, we have an Alice Chalmers CA. This is a 1950 or CA, and this is Brian Hudson. I'm terrible with names today. Terrible with names. Thank you for bringing that out. We were using it to crush some rocks yesterday, but boy, did things get wet overnight. I don't think we're going to make too much stuff happen out there in the field without tearing things up. Next, we have Zach Dim on a 1964 D21. This was the big tractor, the very big tractor. This was what the most iconic Alice Chalmers tractor ever built. I'll steal that from Mark Straw. The first Alice tractor to produce over 100 horsepower. And when this came out in the Series 2, they were well over 120 horsepower. Most popular tractor back in the 60s and early 70s were the farm stock tractor pullers. These babies were walk the dog. This is Zach Dim from down at Littlestown with his fine example. Thank you very much for spending the weekend with us, Zach. Beautiful tractor. Next we have Zach Dim's 1949 Alice WF. This was kind of the standard version of the WD, and they also made this as a standard version of the WC, but they ran it as a WF the whole way through. So, nice little tractor. Not sure who's driving today, but Daniel Kaufman. Sander Kaufman. All right. Thank you, sir. Next, we have a WD Alice here. This is a 1950 WD with the snap coupler grater blade on the back. This is owned and operated by
Scott Kaufman.
Scott Kaufman. All right, thank you, Scott. We appreciate you bringing it out for us.
(1901). The Alice Chalmers Manufacturing Company is founded through a series of mergers, which would be a merger of those companies we just talked about, and also an ironworks that was in Chicago. That's where the Chalmers came from. That was another ironworks. 1901 is when all those got together, and it went from the Edward P. Alice Company to Alice Chalmers. We wouldn't see, they kind of did basically the same thing, flour milling and pipe. We wouldn't see tractors until 1914. They started working on these in 1911, 1912. Everybody was pretty much jumping on the tractor market at that time. If they had a foundry or did any kind of metal work, they made a tractor. So Alice was going to try their hand at it. And the first tractor that they would ever produce is the 1018. The 10 is 10 horsepower on the drawbar, 18 horsepower on the belt. And similar models of different horsepower ranges would follow suit after this machine here. 1927. Alice is growing and growing fast, and a man by the name of Harry Merritt came into the picture. And this would end up being a very important man who would lead the company into the giant that it would become. Harry was young, bold, brash, and he was a businessman, and he had a vision. So in 1927, the Alice Chalmers Company purchased the Pittsburgh Transformer Company, adding to its growing electrical business. They did a lot of transformers, electrical switchgear, and circuit trip override equipment, some of which we have sitting over here. So that was big business for them, and would continue to be for the next couple of decades. The next year, in 1928, Alice acquired the Monarch Tractor Company of Springfield, Illinois, and added a full line of crawlers to their fleet. So a lot of the early tractors, the later Monarchs, I should say, had Alice badges on them, and they kept the old Monarch model designations for a year or two, and then they would wind up putting their own model designations on those tractors later.